The 1880 No Mint Mark $1, also known as the 1880 Morgan Silver Dollar struck at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, is one of the most iconic and collectible coins in American numismatics, combining the beauty of George T. Morgan's classic design with the allure of historical significance and the rarity of condition-based premiums that can push its market value to $900 in high-grade mint state examples, making it a prized piece for collectors and investors alike. First introduced in 1878, the Morgan dollar quickly became one of the most beloved and recognizable silver coins of the United States. Named after its designer George T. Morgan, an English engraver hired by the U.S. Mint who created a bold new design that broke from tradition by portraying Lady Liberty as an American woman rather than the neoclassical Greek style previously used, giving the coin a distinctly national character that resonated with Americans of the late 19th century, and the 1880 issue represents the third year of production in the Morgan series. Struck in large quantities at Philadelphia but surviving today in widely varying conditions, with most examples showing heavy circulation wear while only a fraction remain in pristine mint state. And it is these superbly preserved coins, especially those graded MS-65 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC, that reach values of $1,900 or more. The obverse of the coin features Liberty facing left, adorned with a Phrygian cap, a crown of wheat and cotton symbolizing American agriculture, and the word Liberty inscribed on a band across her hair, with E pluribus unum arched along the rim above, 13 stars representing the original colonies surrounding the portrait, and the date 1880 placed prominently at the bottom, creating a composition that is both artistic and symbolic of America's progress and unity, while the reverse design showcases a powerful bald eagle with outstretched wings clutching an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and readiness for defense, encircled by the inscriptions United States of America and $1 with "In God We Trust," displayed above the eagle in Gothic script, a design that together conveys strength, faith, and national pride. The coin's specifications are equally impressive, struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, with a weight of 26.73 grams and a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, giving it substantial heft and intrinsic value as a precious metal coin, and while the silver content alone provides a baseline worth tied to bullion prices. The true value of the 1880 No Mint Mark dollar lies in its numismatic appeal, condition rarity, and desirability among collectors. Although the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of Morgan dollars in 1880, many were heavily circulated or later melted under the Pittman Act of 1918, which authorized the melting of hundreds of millions of silver dollars to support bullion needs and stabilize silver prices, resulting in significant population loss for coins like the 1880 issue. And today, while circulated examples are relatively affordable, uncirculated coins in top grades are scarce and command high premiums, with those reaching gem mint state or better achieving the $1,900 market valuation or even higher depending on luster, strike, and eye appeal. Grading plays a pivotal role in determining the value of an 1880 Morgan dollar, since circulated examples may be worth little more than their silver content plus a modest premium, but certified mint state coins escalate dramatically in price, with MS-64 and MS-65 coins being especially desirable and MS-66 or finer examples considered true trophies, often commanding multiple thousands of dollars at auction. And it is this condition-based scarcity that drives collectors to pursue the best preserved examples. Furthermore, collectors seek out proof-like, PL, and deep mirror proof-like, DMPL designations, awarded to coins that exhibit exceptionally reflective fields similar to proof coins. And these designations can add substantial premiums, sometimes pushing even common dates like the 1880 Philadelphia issue into the realm of very valuable collectibles, which underscores how quality, rarity, and beauty together determine value beyond simple mintage numbers. Adding another fascinating dimension, the 1880 Morgan dollar is notable for its varieties and errors, which have become a specialized area of collecting within the series. Since this year produced a wide range of overdate varieties, such as the famous 1880-79, where remnants of the digits from 1879 are visible beneath the 1880 date due to the reuse of dies, and these overdate varieties are avidly pursued by specialists, commanding significant premiums depending on clarity and grade. Additional varieties include different die marriages cataloged by the VAM, Van Allen and Malus system, with certain VAM varieties being rare and highly desirable, further elevating the numismatic status of the 1880 Philadelphia dollar, and era coins from the year such as off-center strikes, double strikes, and planche flaws also attract strong demand, since each era is essentially unique, providing collectors with a one-of-a-kind piece of minting history. These varieties and errors give depth to the study of the 1880 Morgan dollar and ensure that there is always something new for collectors to discover, making the series endlessly fascinating and dynamic in the market. From a historical perspective, the 1880 Morgan dollar represents a time of economic growth and transition in the United States, as the country was still in the post-Civil War era of industrial expansion, railroads, and westward settlement, with silver dollars like the Morgan often tied to the political debate over bimetallism and the free silver movement, which sought to increase silver coinage as a means of supporting farmers and debtors by expanding the money supply. The Bland-Allison Act of 1878 had mandated large-scale silver dollar production, resulting in the massive mintages of the Morgan series, and coins like the 1880 issue embody this legislative history, serving not only as currency, but as symbols of the monetary policy battles of the late 19th century. Moreover, their survival into the modern era connects collectors tangibly to that period of American history, offering a sense of holding a piece of the Gilded Age in one's hand, complete with all its economic, political, and cultural significance. The role of professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC in establishing and verifying the market value of the 1880 no-mint mark Morgan dollar cannot be overstated, since certification provides buyers with confidence in authenticity, grade, and quality, reducing risk in a marketplace where minor differences in condition can translate into thousands of dollars in value, and coins certified in MS-65 or better condition consistently achieve the upper end of the market spectrum, often selling in the range of $1,900 or beyond, depending on demand. Registry set competition also fuels this demand, as collectors strive to assemble the finest possible sets of Morgan dollars, pushing the price of top population coins higher, and the 1880 issue, with its varieties, high-grade scarcity, and proof-like examples, is often a critical component in such competitive collections, driving further demand and increasing its importance in the numismatic landscape. As an investment, the 1880 Morgan dollar offers a compelling case, as it combines intrinsic value from its silver content with numismatic premiums based on rarity, condition, and collector interest. And while common circulated examples track silver bullion prices, high-grade and certified specimens have demonstrated resilience and appreciation over time, making them attractive to both collectors and investors. Coins that achieve the $1,900 level or more are not only desirable collectibles, but also serve as alternative tangible assets that provide diversification in an investment portfolio, particularly in an era of economic uncertainty where tangible historical assets hold enduring appeal. Moreover, the Morgan dollar series enjoys worldwide recognition and popularity, ensuring that demand for coins like the 1880 issue remains strong across markets, enhancing their liquidity and long-term value prospects. In conclusion, the 1880 no-mint mark Morgan silver dollar is a remarkable coin that embodies artistry, history, and rarity, with its bold Liberty design by George T. Morgan, symbolic eagle reverse, intrinsic silver content, and historical context rooted in the monetary debates of the 19th century, while its varieties, error potential, and condition rarity create layers of collectability that make it endlessly fascinating to numismatists. Though millions were struck, the survival of superbly preserved mint-state coins is limited, and it is these high-grade examples, often enhanced by proof-like qualities or rare die varieties, that achieve impressive market values of around $1,900, proving that the coin transcends its humble origins as circulating currency to become a coveted numismatic treasure, And for collectors and investors alike, owning an 1880 Philadelphia Morgan dollar is not just about possessing a piece of silver, but about holding a tangible artifact of American history, artistry, and financial heritage that continues to inspire passion and demand nearly a century and a half after it was struck. Next up, the 1879 No Mint Mark $1, also known as the 1879 Morgan Silver Dollar struck at the Philadelphia Mint, is one of the most admired and collectible coins in American history, representing the second year of production in the legendary Morgan Dollar series and carrying with it an impressive combination of artistry, historical significance, and rarity in high grades that makes it highly sought after by numismatists, investors, and collectors worldwide, with well-preserved mint state examples commanding values up to $1,500 in today's numismatic market, a price that reflects both the scarcity of pristine survivors and the enduring popularity of the Morgan Dollar series. Designed by the gifted engraver George T. Morgan, who brought a fresh perspective to U.S. coinage by presenting a distinctly American vision of liberty, the obverse of the 1879 dollar features the iconic left-facing portrait of Lady Liberty, wearing a Phrygian cap symbolizing freedom, adorned with agricultural motifs of wheat and cotton representing the strength and prosperity of the nation. With E pluribus unum inscribed along the upper edge, 13 stars signifying the original colonies positioned around the border, and the date 1879 boldly engraved at the bottom, while the reverse depicts the majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings, clutching both an olive branch and a bundle of arrows, perfectly symbolizing the nation's balance of peace and strength. Surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America and $1, with the motto In God We Trust engraved above the eagle in elegant Gothic script. And these combined design elements not only embody America's ideals of liberty and resilience, but also offer one of the most enduringly beautiful compositions in U.S. coinage history. Struck in 90% silver and 10% copper with a weight of 26.73 grams and a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, the coin has substantial heft and intrinsic value, and while its bullion content alone assures a baseline worth, it is the numismatic premiums driven by condition rarity, collector demand, and historical resonance that push its market value to heights such as $1,500 for exceptional examples. The Philadelphia Mint in 1879, which did not use a mint mark, produced millions of Morgan dollars. Yet despite the relatively high mintage, survival in superb condition is limited, as many coins were placed in circulation, suffering significant wear, scratches, and loss of luster over the years, while others were later melted down, particularly during the Pittman Act of 1918, when over 270 million silver dollars were melted to support bullion needs, leaving collectors today with a much smaller supply than originally struck. As a result, while circulated examples are relatively common and affordable, true mint state coins, especially those graded MS-64, MS-65, or higher, are far scarcer and command premiums that drive the value into the thousands. With coins exhibiting exceptional luster, strong strikes, and clean surfaces reaching the coveted $1,500 price level, and those with proof-like, PL, or deep mirror proof-like, DMPL qualities, being even more valuable due to their remarkable eye appeal that mimics proof-style finishes. Professional grading by PCGS or NGC plays a critical role in determining value, as authenticated and certified examples in high grades attract the strongest demand in the marketplace, offering collectors assurance of authenticity, and condition in a series where subtle differences in grade can mean dramatic differences in price. Adding to the coin's allure is the fact that 1879 is an important year in the Morgan Dollar series, following its inaugural release in 1878, which introduced Americans to George T. Morgan's fresh and distinctly national design, and by the second year, production was expanding to meet the requirements of the Bland-Allison Act of 1878, legislation that mandated the purchase and coinage of large amounts of silver mined in the American West, a policy born from the political battle over bimetallism and the push for free silver, making every Morgan dollar, including the 1879 Philadelphia issue, a tangible artifact of America's late 19th century monetary debates, industrial expansion, and the political influence of the powerful silver mining interests. Holding such a coin today connects collectors to this pivotal era in U.S. financial and political history, where debates over the gold standard, silver coinage, and monetary policy shaped the nation's economic development. Another fascinating dimension of the 1879 Morgan dollar lies in its varieties and errors, which provide further excitement for specialists and can greatly enhance a coin's market value. While the Philadelphia issue does not include the famous 1879 cc capped die variety of the Carson City Mint, it still features numerous die marriages cataloged under the VAM, Van Allen and Malus system, with certain VAM varieties being scarcer and thus commanding collector premiums, while minting anomalies such as double dies, repunched dates, off-center strikes, die cracks, and planche flaws add to the diversity and uniqueness of surviving coins, turning what might otherwise be a common issue into a prized rarity. Collectors avidly pursue these errors and varieties, knowing that they not only add financial value, but also enrich the historical and technical story of the coin, offering a glimpse into the minting practices and challenges of the late 19th century. From a collector's standpoint, the 1879 Philadelphia Morgan dollar is a key component in assembling a complete Morgan dollar set, one of the most popular pursuits in all of numismatics. And while the series spans from 1878 to 1921 across multiple mints, including Philadelphia, New Orleans, San Francisco, Carson City, and Denver, the 1879 issue is especially attractive because it combines historical significance as an early date with relative availability compared to scarcer mint-marked issues, yet still presents a significant challenge in securing a pristine example worthy of a top-tier collection. The pursuit of high-grade 1879 Morgans is made even more competitive by registry set collectors, who seek to assemble the finest graded examples to achieve recognition and rankings within the PCGS or NGC registries, thereby driving demand and value for coins at the upper end of the grading scale. And this competition ensures that coins capable of fetching $500 or more will always have a strong market base. The historical context of the late 1870s further enhances the appeal of the 1879 Morgan dollar, as this was a period of rapid industrialization, westward expansion, and political transformation in the United States, with silver mining playing a particularly influential role in states like Nevada, Colorado, and Montana, whose silver output underpinned the very legislation that mandated the creation of coins like the Morgan dollar. For collectors today, the 1879 issue is more than just a coin. It is a piece of the Gilded Age, a tangible artifact that circulated in saloons, hotels, and banks during a transformative period in American history, and holding one allows a collector to connect directly with that past, appreciating both the artistry of the design and the rich context in which it was minted. The investment appeal of the 1879 no-mint-mark dollar lies in its combination of precious metal content, historical importance, and numismatic scarcity, with coins in the $2,500 range representing superb mint-state survivors that not only serve as beautiful collector's items, but also as stable, tangible assets capable of appreciating over time. While silver bullion value provides a floor price, it is the numismatic premium driven by condition rarity and collector demand that makes the 1879 Philadelphia dollar such a strong investment candidate. And with the Morgan dollar series enjoying worldwide recognition and popularity, liquidity and demand for quality examples remain consistently strong across generations of collectors, making it a safe and rewarding pursuit. In conclusion, the 1879 no-mint-mark $1 or 1879 Philadelphia Morgan silver dollar stands out as a coin of extraordinary significance, beauty, and value, representing the artistry of George T. Morgan, the economic and political history of late 19th century America, and the enduring appeal of the nation's most famous silver dollar series, with high-grade examples reaching $1,500 in the numismatic marketplace due to their scarcity, luster, and condition rarity. While millions were minted, few survive in pristine mint-state condition, and it is these coins, often enhanced by proof-like qualities, varieties, or exceptional preservation, that captivate collectors and investors alike, ensuring that the 1879 Morgan dollar remains a cornerstone of any serious collection and a timeless treasure whose allure shows no sign of fading, making it much more than just a coin, but rather a lasting piece of America's silver legacy and an enduring numismatic masterpiece.